Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom, Lahab Aquarium. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, from I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Shalom, wa chasadim, wa barakim. All right. So we're going to get into this lesson, you know what I'm saying? These are some heavy times. We about to see some spectacular things. All right. In our lifetime. Okay, in our lifetime. This this vision is not tearing anymore. It's happening now. You see what I'm saying? So you got all these scoffers, you got all these people who say, that'll never happen, you know what I'm saying, not in my lifetime, not in our lifetime, you know what I'm saying, maybe in my great grandchildren's lifetime. No, it's happening. It's happening. All right. Either you want this thing to happen or not, it's happening. And we're about to see, all right, we're about to see spectacular things, okay? We're about to see outlandish things, you know what I'm saying, happening on both sides, you know what I'm saying? All right? In a good way, in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? It's all working for the elect's sake. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, the world is going to see this. The people are going to witness these great wonders, man. On the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, man. And, just want to keep in mind that you got to continue to pray. All right, pray and ask the Lord for forgiveness. Pray and ask the Lord for mercy. You see what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, in wrath, remember mercy. All right? And the Lord promised this. And you have to remember the Lord's promises. Okay? He promised that he would protect his elect, that he would protect those who diligently seek him. You see what I'm saying? Those who do his will. All right? In truth and in sincerity, man. The Lord is seeking for those who will worship him in spirit and in truth. You know what I'm saying? So this is a video from the beloved elder out of Cali, Elder Micah Allah. All right, and he's responding to a clip that he screenshotted from or he video recorded from the beloved elder Apostle Ramlab. All right, and Elder Apostle Ramlab had said something very very, very strong, very powerful, you know what I'm saying? It's a message to us all. All right? It's a message to us all that we have to all hold fast to. So, Lockie, let me let this pass. All right? But yeah, this is a message that we all have to listen to and keep it within our hearts. You know what I'm saying? So the name of the video, all right, this channel, GMS Inspiration of the Almighty, okay? And it says, he will remember us when Esau comes with his technology, man, okay? And this is that time where Esau is going to be is going to be heavily feared. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be heavily I guess the people are going to really notice how much of a demon these Edomites are, man. You know what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, they're gonna be shown for being the true complete devils that they are, man. All right, as the world is watching this massive crazed madman go rogue, all right, upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? International law no longer applies to him. All right, and he's making that abundantly clear. You know what I'm saying? Just the checks and balances are you know, just not adhered to by this devil, man. You know? So it's only a matter of time. And this is the greatest superpower on the planet. This is the most powerful superpower. All right? And the world is watching as this superpower is no longer adhering to its own laws, its own statutes that it helped shape for the entire world, man. You know? So the hypocrisy is on a very dangerous level. All right? And these devils are about to come with it, man. They're about to come with it with their technology. And now it's super powered by AI. Okay? This is going to be something truly to contend with, and the world is actively looking for a way out, you know what I'm saying, so they can protect themselves from their own former ally. All right? From their own former ally. This is the epitome of Superman turning into a villain in the world's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, you know, we're about to see some great things. So let's listen to the clip that the elder had put up, because I wanted to show something of my on my own end, you know what I'm saying, in this lesson. All right. But let's listen to this first.
In wrath, remember mercy. So when all these things happen, remember mercy upon us, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy humble servants that are out here, you know, defending your gospel, preaching your gospel. You know, please remember mercy upon us when all this hell, you know, comes upon earth. From Jacob's troubles in super full bloom. When these devils come with these types of weapons, you know, that incapacitate people. You know, remember thy servants that have been, you know, serving you. And put thy force field and thy protection upon us, you know, so that when these devils come, they could be amazed at that their bullshit doesn't work on us. Lord's will, we be the elect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's listen to that again, man. As a matter of fact, I gotta hit that again. That's very powerful. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we need to be praying in these times. You know what I'm saying? As things is getting more and more heavy.
In wrath, remember mercy. So when all these things happen, remember mercy upon us, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy humble servants that are out here, you know, defending your gospel, preaching your gospel. You know, please remember mercy upon us when all this hell, you know, comes upon earth. From Jacob's troubles in super full bloom. When these devils come with these types of weapons, you know, that incapacitate people. You know, remember thy servants that have been, you know, serving you, and put thy force field and thy protection upon us. You know, so that when these devils come, they could be amazed at that their bullshit doesn't work on us. Lord's will, we be the elect.
That's right. That's right. Your pa. You know what I'm saying? Lord, when we be among those elect, because, you know, it's amazing. We're seeing, you know, as we're getting closer and closer to the end, you know what I'm saying, the apostles, beginning with the apostle Tahar, all right, are reminding us to remain humble, to remain diligent, and to remain steadfast in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Now more than ever, because The elder apostle Tahar, he said, he said recently, he was like, hey, you gotta stay diligent in this thing, because none of us are promised to make it through this. None of us are promised to be of the elect. You know what I'm saying? Or shall I say, none of us know if we're of the elect or not. I don't know if I'm of the elect. You see what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter what what you see on the outside, because many people will be like, oh man, you always work, man. You always diligent in this work. You know what I'm saying? You got to be of the elect. Well, just ask the apostles. You know what I'm saying? Just ask the apostles. They've been in this thing for close to 40 years now. And they will tell you, they'll be the first to tell you. They'll be the first to tell you. It's not about how many precepts you can remember. It's not about how well you know every breakdown. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, how many videos you've uploaded, all right, to edify the sheep. It's not about that. You see what I'm saying? It's not about that. All right? If you're not of the elect, you're not of the elect. You see what I'm saying? If you take your hand off the plow, you're not fit for the kingdom. If you know what I'm saying, if you allow Satan to come and fuck with your head, you know what I'm saying, you could be up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like the LD Ashwamba says all the time, if you know, when you start getting these fucked up thoughts, when you start getting these thoughts that you know are not of the spirit of righteousness, all right, you got to rebuke that thing. You got to rebuke it quickly, on the spot, when it happens. You know what I'm saying? You got to rebuke that thing swiftly before it festers, before it takes root in your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because Satan is moving around like a roaring lion, you know what I'm saying? Like a a crouching lion, right, getting ready to pounce, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking for who he may devour. All right? This is not a joke. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen to this video, man. All right? Go to the elder Micah Allah's page. You know what I'm saying? Be edified. Subscribe and be edified, bro. GMS Inspiration of the Almighty. It's a heavy 10-minute lesson. You know what I'm saying? We got to be built up in these last minutes of these last days, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. It don't matter what these scientists want to say the doomsday clock is at this point in time. It don't matter what they say. All that matters is prophecy. That's all that matters. And we can clearly see it. Sedition among men and invading one another. We're about to see the invasion part. We're seeing the sedition ramping up. We're about to see civil war. All right. We're seeing Obadiah 1:7 playing out. All right. America's allies are turning away from her. We're seeing we're seeing all these allies are starting to turn to Russia for assistance. Let's open up dialogue with Moscow again. You know what I'm saying? Well, that takes you to what? That takes you to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. You see what I'm saying? The elect have been awakened. You know what I'm saying? All right. I doubt there's any elect that's left that needs to be sealed at this point. You know what I'm saying? With the way things is moving. All right. But that goes into Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. You know what I'm saying? All right. The cruel Lord is speaking. The cruel Lord is speaking. All right. And Slacky. And the Lord's going to set Egyptian against Egyptian, man. That's Isaiah, the 19th chapter. All right. Verses 2-4. You see? These people are going to realize that they're under a cruel Lord very soon. You know what I'm saying? Look at this joker's even getting pushback from his own base and from his own party. This is getting out there, man. It's ramping up.
I'm talking about for the first time in his presidency, Donald Trump is not fighting Democrats. He's fighting his own party. And I'm not talking about whispers in hallways or anonymous quotes to reporters. I'm talking about Republican senators standing up, casting votes against him, and drawing a constitutional line in the sand. What triggered this? Three things colliding at once: military threats against a NATO ally, an emergency declaration over foreign oil, and an accountability crisis that nobody in Washington wants to explain. Trump's response has been exactly what you'd expect: profanity, threats, and demands for absolute loyalty.
There you go. There you go. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You see? This thing is happening. It's happening. You see what I'm saying? It's not something that's going to happen 20, 30 years down the line. No, it's not going to happen 100 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? My grandchildren, my great-grandchildren will see this. No, man, it's happening. This is happening now. You see? This is happening now. You can't put your head in the sand and pretend like this thing ain't staring you in the fucking face, man. It's real. You see what I'm saying? So with that, let me get a scripture real quick. All right, bear with me. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12 and verse 21. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh of power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass." And how did the Lord speak? The Lord speaks through his prophets. The Lord speaks through his prophets. You see what I'm saying? And the prophets are never liked. The prophets are never held in high regard or high esteem. You see what I'm saying? The prophets are always despised. You see what I'm saying? Always despised. All right, but nevertheless, that's how the Lord speaks. He speaks through the lowly. He speaks through the poor righteous man, not the rich, high, lofty man. You see what I'm saying? That's why you're not going to hear this truth coming from Kendrick Lamar and all that bullshit, man. You're not going to hear it coming from these celebrities that you love so much. The only thing you're going to hear, if anything, is black people are Israelites. That's literally all you're going to hear from them. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to hear anything concerning prophecy. You're not going to hear anything concerning what's coming. You see what I'm saying? The words that you need to hear concerning salvation, all right, regarding you getting the fuck up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Warning you of the dangers that's coming, man. You're not going to hear prophecy. All right? The Lord doesn't speak through these high and lofty men, by and large. No. He speaks to his prophets, and they come lowly. It says, tell them, therefore. All right, this is verse 24 again. It says, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. All right? My great-grandkids will see this, not me. And he prophesieth of the times that are far off. You know what I'm saying? And that's another sign of a false prophet, man. Someone who pushes the day of the Lord up to a far off time. You know what I'm saying? That's a false prophet. All right? When you hear people like Bishop Nathaniel, when you hear Alazar before the Lord took it from him and disbanded that whole situation of Sakari, All right. Joker was talking about we could be here for another 900 years, 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? All right. You push the day of the Lord afar off, man. Verse 28. Therefore, say unto them, thus saith the Lord power. There shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power. You see what I'm saying? So let me get this this one video. I was having a conversation with beloved Akwath, you know what I'm saying, who shares her dreams with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in the previous video, I believe she's a prophetess because of the fact that the Lord blesses her with so many visions, you know what I'm saying, so many dreams. All right, because that's literally what a prophetess is. A prophetess is one that is blessed with dreams and songs, you know what I'm saying, or is related to a prophet, you know what I'm saying, either being his wife or his close of kin, you see. But let's get this real quick. Bear with me. All right. So this is the audio recording that she had sent me because you know, Thawada Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the Lord had blessed me with the gift of interpreting dreams, and you know, and so I believe she shared with me about I want to say at least 4 dreams. I want to say 5 dreams that she shared with me so far, you know what I'm saying? And and I'm starting to notice a pattern in the dreams that the Lord is giving her, because you know, at first the dreams were very arbitrary, or shall I say they were very symbolic, you know what I'm saying? All right, very parabolic, where it's so much that needs to be interpreted through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, as the Lord kept giving her more and more more and more visions back to back through the spirit, the dreams are becoming less less covered in fog, if you will, and more apparent, you know what I'm saying, to what we're seeing, right? So, you know, it's to the point where it doesn't even need to be interpreted as much anymore. You know, it's just there. It's just more, you know, more simplified, if you will, right? So let's listen to this this audio recording that she gave me. All right.
Shalom. So I had another dream, and I like to share them because it does interpret them well. And if this dream was, again, I was out in a field, like, you know, like a playing field, and my parents was there, and there were people on the field, and like a missile was shot into the sky. And when this missile was shot into the sky, it uncloaked ships and robots in the sky, and these robots, as it was uncloaked, these robots came down from the sky and land on the playing field. Some of the ships that look like UFO ships, but you know the chariots of the Lord. You can know the chariots of the Lord from eastward ships. So a lot of them were like eastward ships in the sky. All right, and let me see. And I'm trying to remember exactly what happened next. Yeah, and then my mom said in the dream. Yes, I like about that. So my mom in the dream said we need to crouch down and put our heads to the ground, otherwise these things could kill us. I said, but then when I crouched down for a little while, I said, no, we can't crouch down here because look at these huge robots that coming out of the skies. I mean, these were things looking like transformer-looking robot. I said, no, what we have to do now, this is what we have to do. And I stood up and I tell them, I said, we're going to call upon the name of the Lord right now. And I started to call the name of the Lord. I said, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakodash, have mercy upon me and have mercy upon my children and have mercy upon my mom. And immediately I felt like a surge of, you know, like energy in my body, like powers, like strong. I felt that, and when I look in the sky, I saw like the Lord and a host of angels were coming. You know what I mean? Because it was bad out there. Everything was so bad. Everything is just like machines falling out of coming out of the sky, and they weren't breaking apart, and they were just like land.
She was very excited. You know what I'm saying? This is a very heavy dream. The Lord gives her some very heavy dreams. Very heavy dreams. Right? Like I remember the first dream that she gave me, that she shared with me, it was so vivid, all right? And it was so, foggy, if you will, that I had to meditate on it for a couple days, you know what I'm saying, before I could interpret it through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so much going on in that dream. Essentially, in that dream, it was going into the fact that there was a heavy emphasis on duality, all right, and twos, all right, and so, I brought out my I brought out that interpretation in a previous lesson. You know what I'm saying? You can look back and you can find it. If you can't find it, you can just put it in the comment section. I'll send you to that video. But yeah, it was a very heavy dream. All right, very heavy dream. This is equally as heavy, but it's not as foggy. It's just right there, bam. You know what I'm saying? Right there for you. All right. And so what I perceive through the spirit is that our faith is going to make us like a conduit. All right. Our faith is going to make us like a conduit, because what she said in that dream, in that vision of hers, was that she saw these super large mechs. All right, these super large mechs come out from the sky, all right, as they were being deployed by this sort of missile, all right, but it was an actual transporter of some sort, you know what I'm saying, that was transporting all of these robots. And so they all came down, as she said, up into the field. And she said that they didn't fall on the ground. They landed. You know what I'm saying? They landed as if they had some sort of propulsion that was keeping them from crashing into the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, and then instead of being crouched down like her mother had said, you know what I'm saying, she stood up. All right, she stood up, and she called upon the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kodash. All right, and she called upon the names through the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And pleaded for the Lord and begged for the Lord to have mercy upon her children, and her mother. You know what I'm saying? And immediately she had a surge. She felt the surge of energy about her. So what that told me through the spirit is that our faith is going to make us like a conduit. She stood up like an antenna. All right, she stood up like an antenna, and she called upon the Lord, and immediately the angels came. All right, in great numbers. Immediately the angels came in great numbers. So, it reminded me of a GPS. All right, of a GPS system. All right, so your faith is gonna make you like a conduit, man. It's a lot like the dream that I had years back, where I was in my apartment, and there were soldiers that came and bust through my windows, you know what I'm saying, bust through the doors, and they was coming after me. And I remember I was actually afraid. And I fell down, you know what I'm saying? And I said, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, save me. You know what I'm saying? And I saw my hand my hand was turning green, was turning greenish, and it and there was like a greenish lightning. That was a greenish lightning type of charge that was about my hand, and I remember aiming it at the soldiers, and that's when I woke up. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is going to bring about spiritual power, okay, to those of His elect, and He's also going to be sending angels to protect the hopeful elect. You see what I'm saying? Those of His elect, He's going to protect them through the angels. He's going to protect them through granting a spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? He's going to protect us. All right. When you listen to Elder Malcolm's video, let me see if I can get that video real quick. All right, bear with me. All right. So this is the video in question from Elder Malcolm. All right. The YouTube channel is GMS Maccabean Spirit 1404. All right. The name of the video is I was attacked by a group of white supremacists. We all died, but I came back. All right. And this is one heavy hitting video. You know what I'm saying? And it will boost if you're spiritual, you know what I'm saying, if you're in this truth, it is going to boost your faith up something crazy. All right? It's going to boost your faith up something crazy. You see what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, the spirit of the Lord is going to, you know, protect the elect, you know what I'm saying, through spiritual power. All right? Either we be imbued with spiritual power, or the angels come and protect us, or we're protected by other brothers, you know what I'm saying, who have received that power. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's going to be on a high level, man. It's going to be on a high level. And what I told the Akwath, you know what I'm saying, what I told my beloved sister, you know what I'm saying, I told her that the miracles that we're going to see will have to be as equally outstanding as the horrors that we're going to see. So the miracles that we're going to see is going to have to be on the same level or even higher, and even higher than the horrors that we're going to witness. You know what I'm saying? Because the horrible sights that we're going to see are going to be great. They're going to be unfathomable, man. You know, like the amount of carnage that we're going to see. You know what I'm saying? So that only means that the miracles that we're going to see are going to trump that. All right, the miracles we're going to see is going to be on an even higher level. All right. And like the Elder Micah Allah said, you know what I'm saying, we gonna be fucking some shit up, man, before Yahushua shows up. And then Yahushua gonna come here and you're gonna be like, well done, my faithful servants. Now step out the way. You know what I'm saying? And let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna show these people. He's gonna show these people why he's the Son of God, man. He's gonna show these people why he is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. He's going to show these people that. You see? And so it's going to be amazing, man. It's going to be amazing. Right? It's going to be amazing. So, you know, pretty much, man, that's what I wanted to get into. All right. Prepare your minds, prepare your spirits to see some incredible things, some splendid things, man. Out of this world type shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And let these epistles build boost your faith and build your spiritual endurance, man. You know what I'm saying? Pray more, fast more, get yourself prepared for this. All right? And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man. All right? As a matter of fact, let me end this off with the last thing that she said, that the sister said. Bear with me.
Yeah. So as you know, that was the vision. And as we getting closer, I realize, and closer to the time, the visions are coming more. Like, you know, I'm seeing more things. The Lord has shown me more and more in my dreams, you know. So that's why, fear not, you know. I mean, we're not supposed to fear, you know. We're going to stand strong in this time, no matter what the situation is, no matter how it looks. We're going to stand strong, and we're going to, you know, get through this. We are going to get through this. Those of us that have the strength, because we can't fold. These are not the time we can fold. We cannot fold. You know, Rihanna, funny enough, a crazy ass Rihanna had a song she sang with Kanye West and Jay-Z. She said, you can't be scared when it goes down. Get a problem, tell me now. That's one of my songs back in the days. I don't like that song too bad, but it's true. You can't be scared in this time when this shit go down. We can't be scared. We have to stand. Stand, and who we standing on? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakudash.
This is Psalms chapter 27, verse 1. It says, a song of David. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? The NLT, it says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. So why should I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress, protecting me from danger. So why should I tremble? Koholo Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and from I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.